Cybersecurity Tips with Dr. RindeOLANIYI. Today we're going to talk about authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization are important things for us to know in this era in which we have several cybercrimes in the cyberspace, and it's part of the core of cybersecurity. What is authentication? Authentication is a process of validating the identity of a registered user before allowing the user to the protected resources. Now, authorization is a process of validating that the authenticated user has been granted permission to access the required resources. Now, authentication first, authorization later. Now, when you want to access your resources, in fact, when you want to access your phone, even your Facebook, this is what happened. The moment you type in, the moment you registered, the server save your identity, save your data on the back end. It saves it on the database. You're on the client side, then the server save your identity on the back end. So immediately you try to log in the next time by typing your password and your username. The server go and check whether the password and the username you are giving matches what you have in the data. And immediately it is the same. Then the server says this is the correct person. Then it allows you to enter. That is authentication. But before you are allowed to enter, the server will verify whether you that you supplied those data, those password and username, whether you are the person. So that one is authorization. Both of them happens when we want to access our resources, our websites, or anything, digital device that we are. So these two things are very, very important. Authorization, authentication. So, and this is the same reason in which you must password your things. Don't let it be that you didn't password your phones or whatever. No, password your phone. In fact, you can password software on your phones, password your laptop, password, and don't share your password to anybody. The password shared is already open. So later we'll still talk about that, but for today, let's just leave that. What are the authentication factors? Authentication factors, we have like 5 of them. The first one is the knowledge factor. The knowledge factor is something that you know, something that you know you kept secret. For example, your password, your PIN, your pattern. That's what your PIN and pattern. The next one is the possession factor. That thing that you have, like security code, like your date of birth, like the name of your wife, like it's only you that knows it for your own password. The third one is inherited factor, something that you are. The knowledge factor, something that you know. Possession factor, something that you have. Inheritance factor, something that you have. For example, biometrics. This is the area of biometrics. So your fingerprint, your facial scan, retina and eyes scanning, and the likes. Location factor. The fourth one is the location factor. Where you are. The physical location of where you are. And the last one, time factor. When you are authenticated. The time when you are authenticated. And lastly, types of authentication. There are about 8 types of authentication. 8 types. Of course, let's just take them one. The first one is the traditional authentication, which is called one-factor authentication. And this involves password, the typing of a password, or PIN. The second one is two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication means that you'll be using two layers of security of authentication method, and this could involve your PIN, then the OTP sent to you, your password, then the two-layer authentication. You can see this on your phone. On your phone, one FA, one-factor authentication, maybe just using a password. But immediately you use two-factor authentication. Then there's three-factor authentication. Three-factor authentication, that one involves the knowledge factor, the possession factor, and the inheritance factor, in which you use a password, you have security token, then your biometrics. The more factors you can use, the more secured your system. So I encourage you to use multi-factor, and that's number 4, MFA, multi-factor authentication. So in this, you use biometrics, you use possession factors. Multi-factor means that any factor authentication, the use of any factor authentication that is more than one. So 2FA, 3FA, they are also multi-factors. The fifth one is OTP, one-time password. You can be using the OTP from the hardware that is sold in banks, your token is selling banks, or you receive one-time password from your service provider. The sixth one is biometrics. Biometrics is the use of your body, the scanning of your body, and this, I've said, is what you are, your inherent unique identity. So it involves scanning your fingerprint scan, scanning your face, facial scan, retina scan, then voice recognition. Also, number 7 is mobile authentication. This is a type of authentication in which you have verified with your devices. It involves the verification of the user using their devices, and it makes use of multiple factors too, in which OTP is sent, biometrics is sent, and QR code could be used for validation. And the last one is continuous authentication. Based on this, let it not be that you leave your system without password. Let it not be that you leave your system without authentication. And let the authentication be multiple. Let it be at least from 3 factors of authentication upwards. Don't release your password to people. Don't release your PIN to people. Your ATM code, don't release it to people. Let it stay with you as secret. Now, if you like this content, please share and press like for more of these tips. See you next time. Bye.